Did you know there's a place in the world where dying is technically illegal? And that in certain regions, the sun doesn't set for months on end? Norway is a country filled with breathtaking landscapes, but it also holds secrets and curiosities that can surprise even the most seasoned travelers. Imagine a place where prisoners live in such comfortable conditions that the prisons resemble rehabilitation retreats, and where financial transparency is taken so seriously that anyone can check their neighbor's income with just a few clicks. That's what you'll discover from now on in this world, no filter. Want to be part of a journey full of discoveries, fun, and content that will amaze you? Subscribe to our channel by clicking here and never miss another video. Located on the Scandinavian peninsula in Northern Europe, Norway is much more than a destination with stunning scenery. This is a country that has managed to balance modernity and tradition, freedom and regulations, comfort and untamed nature. Known for being one of the happiest countries in the world, Norway boasts an enviable quality of life and a social welfare system that serves as a model for many other nations. But what makes this place so special? Perhaps the answer lies in the way Norwegians approach life. Here, even the laws seem to carry a hint of eccentricity. For example, in the Svalbard archipelago, in the town of Longyearbyen, it's illegal to die. That's right. The permafrost, a layer of permanently frozen soil, prevents bodies from decomposing, which led authorities to ban burials there since the 1950s. If someone becomes gravely ill or is near death, they are transferred to the mainland. Strange, isn't it? But the peculiarities don't stop there. Did you know that a Norwegian invented the cheese slicer? Or that the famous salmon sushi, so traditional in Japan, actually has its origins in Norway? Not to mention the country's impressive success in the Winter Olympics, where it holds the record for the most medals won in history, or the vast oil reserves that helped turn Norway's economy into one of the most robust in the world. Amid spectacular fjords, vibrant cities, and a culture that values both individual freedom and collective well-being, Norway invites us to explore its mysteries and discover what makes it so unique. Ready to embark on this journey? Let's dive deep into the stories and peculiarities of this fascinating country. Norway consistently ranks among the happiest countries in the world, and that's no coincidence. But what exactly makes life in this country so admired and envied by many? The answer lies in a combination of factors that create a sense of well-being and security rarely found elsewhere. First and foremost, Norway has one of the most robust social welfare systems on the planet. This means that citizens are guaranteed access to high-quality public services such as healthcare and education. The public healthcare system covers all residents, ensuring accessible and efficient medical care. Education, in turn, is free from primary school all the way through university, providing equal opportunities and a brighter future for all. Another key factor is safety. Norway has one of the lowest crime rates in the world, which directly contributes to a widespread sense of tranquility among its population. It's not uncommon to see children playing alone in the streets or people leaving their bicycles unlocked without fear of theft. The Norwegian relationship with nature also plays a crucial role in their overall quality of life. The concept of friluftsliv, which can be translated as open-air life, reflects the deep connection Norwegians have with the outdoors. Hiking, skiing, fishing, and fjord excursions are common and cherished activities, offering leisure and relaxation amid the country's stunning natural scenery. Gender equality is another vital component of this societal structure. Norway is one of the most progressive countries in the world in this regard, with policies that ensure equal participation of men and women in both the labor market and political sphere. The country offers generous parental leave for both parents, promoting a fair distribution of family responsibilities. Finally, the collective mindset and strong trust in social justice and public institutions help make Norway a place where people feel part of something greater. This sense of belonging strengthens community bonds and enhances overall happiness and social cohesion. For many, living in Norway is synonymous with high quality of life. Surrounded by magnificent landscapes, supported by exemplary social policies, and embraced by a community that values togetherness, it's easy to understand why this country is considered one of the happiest in the world. When it comes to prisons, most people picture cold, dark, and punitive places. But in Norway, The prison system takes an entirely different approach, one that is internationally recognized for its focus on rehabilitation and social reintegration. A remarkable example is Halden Prison, often referred to as the most humane prison in the world. Nestled in a forested landscape, Halden was designed to offer inmates an environment that closely resembles life outside prison walls. The cells look more like college dorm rooms, equipped with televisions, mini-fridges, and large windows that let in natural light. Inmates also have access to shared kitchens, living rooms, and recreational activities. The system's primary focus is rehabilitation. Inmates participate in educational programs, vocational training, and behavioral therapy, all aimed at preparing them for life after incarceration. Prison guards receive specialized training to act as mentors and facilitators rather than mere authority figures. This approach reflects the Norwegian belief that prison should not be a place of suffering, but one of learning and rebuilding. The result? Norway has one of the lowest recidivism rates in the world, proving that investing in humanity and education may be the key to a safer society. In a world where punishment is still often seen as the solution to crime, the Norwegian prison system invites us to reconsider. Perhaps true justice lies in offering second chances and helping people reconnect with society. Imagine being able to access, with just a few clicks, the income, taxes paid, and wealth of your neighbors, co-workers, or even celebrities. In Norway, that's a reality. The country has one of the most transparent tax systems in the world, where every citizen's income tax return is publicly available. This level of transparency serves a clear purpose: to combat tax evasion and promote equality. If someone reports a very low income but drives a luxury car or lives in a mansion, authorities, and even neighbors, can raise suspicions. This creates an environment where honesty is valued and tax oversight becomes more effective. However, the practice is not without controversy. Some argue that making such information public can cause discomfort or spark envy among people. On the other hand, many Norwegians see this policy as a way to strengthen trust between citizens and the government, helping to build a fairer and more transparent society. Every year, the Norwegian media publishes lists of the wealthiest citizens and the highest taxpayers in the country, turning this into something of a national event. This tradition reflects a collective mindset that contributing to the public good is a civic duty, and that wealth should be shared in ways that benefit everyone. Norway's fiscal transparency is a striking example of how openness and trust can strengthen society. In a world where tax evasion is a major issue in many countries, Norway shows that being honest with taxes is part of a social contract for the common good. Norway is a country that draws attention not only for its natural beauty but also for its unique laws and customs. One curious example is the ban on burying people in Longyearbyen, the northernmost town in the world, located in the Svalbard archipelago. This is due to the permafrost, a layer of permanently frozen soil, which prevents bodies from decomposing properly. As a result, authorities have prohibited new burials there since the 1950s. Another intriguing fact is that cats are also banned in Svalbard. This measure was implemented to protect the local wildlife, particularly the bird population, which could be threatened by domestic cats. As a result, the region has become a true sanctuary for wildlife. Would you like help organizing all these translated sections into a formatted article or presentation? Norway is a true spectacle of nature. Among its many natural phenomena, two stand out and attract visitors from all over the world: the midnight sun and the stunning northern lights. During the summer, especially in the northernmost regions, the sun does not set for weeks. This phenomenon, known as the midnight sun, creates endless days when sunlight remains visible even during the early hours of the morning. Conversely, in winter, these same regions experience the polar night, a period when the sun does not rise above the horizon for several weeks. Another breathtaking natural display is the northern lights, or aurora borealis, a luminous phenomenon caused by the interaction between solar particles and Earth's atmosphere. The dancing lights in the night sky create a vibrant show of colors, ranging from green to purple, mesmerizing those lucky enough to witness them. In addition to these phenomena, Norway is also home to awe-inspiring fjords, snow-covered mountains, and imposing glaciers, making the country a true paradise for nature lovers. Norway is often cited as one of the most egalitarian countries in the world when it comes to women's participation in society and the protection of gender rights. This did not happen by chance. Over the decades, the country has built a modern and inclusive legal framework that reflects its strong commitment to equality. Since the 1980s, Norway has implemented laws that ensure the presence of women in the workforce, in politics, and in leadership positions. One such measure was the introduction of a minimum quota of 40% women on the boards of both public and private companies, an initiative that had a significant impact and inspired similar actions in other countries. In addition, shared parental leave is one of the pillars of this balance. Both mothers and fathers can divide the time away from work to care for their children, promoting equal responsibility and fostering stronger family bonds. Norway is one of the wealthiest countries in the world, and much of its economic success is attributed to the discovery and exploitation of oil in the North Sea. Prior to this discovery in the 1960s, Norway had a modest economy, primarily based on fishing and small-scale industries. However, everything changed when vast reserves of oil and natural gas were found in its territorial waters. This completely transformed the country's economy, spurring growth and ensuring a high standard of living for its population. Unlike many oil-producing countries that suffer from crises due to poor resource management, Norway adopted an exemplary model of administration. In 1990, the government established the Norwegian Sovereign Wealth Fund, also known as the Oil Fund. This fund receives a portion of the revenue generated from oil exploitation and is invested globally in stocks, real estate, and other assets. Its main goal is to ensure that the wealth generated from oil benefits both the current and future generations, while avoiding overdependence on the oil industry. Today, the Norwegian Sovereign Wealth Fund is the largest in the world, managing over $1 trillion. Another factor that sets Norway apart from other oil-exporting nations is its strong environmental and social regulation. The Norwegian government enforces strict rules for natural resource exploration, ensuring that oil activity causes minimal environmental impact. Additionally, the profits earned are used to fund a robust welfare system that includes high-quality public health care, free education, and modern infrastructure. In this way, the wealth generated from oil benefits the entire population, not just a small elite. Despite its reliance on oil, Norway has been actively preparing for a sustainable future. The country invests heavily in renewable energy sources, such as hydropower and wind energy, aiming to reduce its carbon footprint and diversify its economy. Through this strategy, Norway not only protects itself from fluctuations in the oil market, but also reinforces its commitment to environmental preservation and sustainable development. Thanks to this efficient management and long-term vision, Norway has successfully turned its oil wealth into a model of balanced economic growth. The country remains one of the most developed and prosperous in the world, ensuring well-being for its citizens and serving as an example for other nations seeking better management of their natural resources. Norway is a country that uniquely balances modernity with tradition. Although it is one of the most advanced nations in the world in terms of technology, sustainability, and quality of life, it maintains a strong connection to its cultural and historical roots. This balance is reflected both in the everyday lives of Norwegians and in the way the country has developed without losing its identity. One of the most striking aspects of this harmony between past and present can be seen in the architecture of its cities. In Oslo, for instance, futuristic constructions like the Oslo Opera House and the Barcode project stand side by side with historic buildings such as Akershus Fortress, which dates back to the 13th century. Likewise, small villages in the countryside preserve their traditional wooden houses and medieval churches, known as stavkirker, which are symbols of Norwegian heritage. The Viking culture, which deeply influenced Norway's history, is still remembered and appreciated today. Museums such as the Viking Ship Museum in Oslo keep this legacy alive, allowing both residents and tourists to learn more about the ancient seafarers who once dominated the northern seas. At the same time, Norway is a leader in digitalization and innovation, ranking among the most connected countries in the world, with high-speed internet infrastructure and a nearly fully digitalized public administration. Another example of this balance lies in Norwegians' relationship with nature. Despite having highly developed and modern cities like Oslo and Bergen, the population maintains a strong respect and connection with the environment. The concept of friluftsliv, which means open-air life, is an essential part of Norwegian culture. It represents the habit of spending time outdoors, whether hiking, skiing, or simply enjoying the tranquility of natural landscapes. Even in major cities, there is a strong commitment to preserving green spaces and promoting a healthy, sustainable lifestyle. In its economy, Norway also demonstrates this blend of tradition and innovation. While maintaining a robust fishing industry that has sustained the country for centuries, it simultaneously invests in technology and renewable energy. Norway is a global leader in hydropower production and has ambitious plans to become a carbon-neutral economy. Additionally, Oslo has been recognized as one of the world's most sustainable cities, thanks to its efficient public transportation system and strict environmental policies. This ability to evolve without abandoning its roots makes Norway a prime example of how modernity and tradition can coexist. The country continues to progress technologically and economically, without sacrificing its culture, history, or bond with nature. This balance is one of the key factors that make Norway such a special and widely admired place around the globe. Norway is a country that impresses with its remarkable ability to balance tradition and modernity, wealth and sustainability, geographic isolation, and strong global influence. Over the years, it has built a society grounded in social welfare, innovation, and environmental responsibility, becoming a model of development for other nations. Its success is not solely due to the abundance of natural resources, but primarily to the intelligent and responsible way it manages its economy, invests in its population, and maintains an active presence on the international stage. The country's wealth, fueled by oil exploration in the North Sea, could have led to inequality and economic dependency, as has happened in many other resource-rich nations. However, Norway chose a different path, creating the largest sovereign wealth fund in the world, ensuring that oil profits benefit both current and future generations. At the same time, the country invests heavily in renewable energy and seeks sustainable alternatives to reduce its dependence on oil, demonstrating a strong commitment to environmental preservation and global well-being. Norwegians enjoy one of the highest qualities of life in the world, with an efficient healthcare system, free education, and a society that values equality and human rights. This social welfare structure, combined with a robust economy, contributes to Norway's frequent ranking among the happiest countries on the planet. Additionally, Norwegian culture maintains a deep connection with nature and promotes an active and balanced lifestyle, as reflected in the concept of friluftsliv, which emphasizes the importance of contact with the natural world for physical and mental health. In sports, Norway stands out as a powerhouse in the Winter Olympics, excelling in disciplines like skiing and biathlon. It has also gained international recognition in sports such as athletics and chess, reinforcing its reputation as a country that encourages sports participation and the pursuit of excellence. Norway also plays a vital role in global diplomacy, often serving as a mediator in international conflicts and a strong supporter of humanitarian causes. Its contributions to peace and global stability are widely recognized, and the fact that it hosts the Nobel Peace Prize ceremony is a reflection of its status as a peaceful nation committed to international dialogue. The secret to Norway's success lies in the combination of efficient governance, long-term planning, and an engaged society. Looking ahead, the country continues to invest in innovation, education, and sustainability, ensuring that its economic and social development remains strong and adaptable to global changes. Norway proves that it is indeed possible to achieve economic growth without compromising quality of life, environmental protection, or international solidarity. For those looking to discover a modern and well-balanced nation, Norway stands out as one of the finest examples in the world. Whether for its breathtaking natural landscapes, vibrant culture, or steadfast commitment to the future, this Nordic country continues to inspire the world and demonstrate that progress can, and should, go hand in hand with the preservation of essential traditions and values. We hope this journey through the wonders of fascinating Norway has been as exciting for you as it was for us. With that in mind, and considering the effort that goes into making these videos, we'd love it if you left us a like and a comment. It's the best way to support us in continuing to bring you top-quality content every week. If you enjoyed this video and haven't subscribed yet, don't wait. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you won't miss the fascinating videos we release every week. Videos like this one, which you can watch now to discover one of the most incredible places on the planet. Don't miss this opportunity to explore the wonders this and many other places have to offer.